that?
None.
But I'm pretty excited to be here. This is the first quarterfinal in the 7th annual tournament for Reach for the Pot. This is the world's only cannabis game show. There's nothing like this anywhere else, I can assure you. Although I've seen the odd other contest and things that they do online. There's actually a really funny video of a joint rolling contest in Australia that a dwarf wins that's just hilarious to watch. But certainly this game show here is in a class of its own. And Reach for the Pot has been going on for 7 years here in Victoria. Oh, there's one of our contestants here. Oh boy, anyway, this is the 7th year. We've gotten 8 teams with 32 players that have had quarterfinals and semis and a final. And the winning 4 players of this tournament get personal trophy bonds. And it's something that we really look forward to every year. It's very intensely fought over, and it's just a heck of a lot of fun. And so we put it up on YouTube as well. That's what the camera's here. If you want to watch the last 6 years of tournaments, starting actually in the Inner Harbor, you can check it out on our YouTube pages. But otherwise, you guys are here and get to watch this live. And so, again, we're going to be here having quarterfinals and semifinals and a final right till the end of July, every Wednesday night. And there's a few other fun events in between I'll tell you about. But for now, we're just going to get on with the game. So, actually, one of our contestants hasn't played before. You've played before, right? Yeah, but Dieter hasn't. But I'm going to explain the rules once for him and everybody else, and we're just going to get to it. There's 10 chances to get points here. 8 of them are trivia questions where I'll ask the question. If you know the answer and you're in the game, you clap. If you know the answer and you're in the audience, don't say anything. Don't kind of ruin it for both teams. Keep the guess to your head and see if you can even count up how many points you would get, or your friends if you'd like. But the first person that claps has to give me an answer. They can't talk to their teammates or think anymore. They clap, they give me an answer. If it's right, they get 20 points. If it's not correct, the other team gets a guess for 20 points. And if no one gets it correct, then we go to multiple choice. I give them another guess for 10 points. I try to give out hints if I can. If no one gets the 10 points, then we go to multiple choice, which I'll explain when we get to one. It's not too complicated. Everything else, I make it up as I go along, really. That's the way I like it. So, and there are 2 other what we call challenge questions, which are pretty easy to figure out when we get to. But that's how 8 of the questions work. Now, I'd like to start off with a question about Hempology 101, or our sister club we call the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada, our sister organization in some ways. It's basically my pharmacy. The Cannabis Buyers Club is, in a sense, a business I started over 15 years ago, supplying cannabis products to people with permanent physical disabilities and diseases. Eventually, we'll incorporate it into a cooperative, actually, a non-profit that is run by the members and the staff and the growers in a really open and transparent way. But right now, we're really fighting the law quite hard in all sorts of ways, and we don't have a business license to operate. And otherwise, the Buyers Club is, like I say, my sort of business that we call our sister club for Hempology. Hempology started before the Buyers Club, even in Vancouver. We began educating the public about cannabis and prohibition, and sort of I moved here as an extension of that. And for over 15 years, we've been loud and proud here, doing all sorts of stuff in Victoria to raise awareness about cannabis and prohibition and have a lot of fun at the same time. And that includes, I'll remind you, tomorrow night is dodgeball night. I won't be there, but dodgeball, 8 o'clock at, I know we're on the road, but we're playing every Thursday night now. It's by the Blanchard and Pandora, by Women in Need, across the street there. There's this sunken sort of area, courtyard. And yeah, we played dodgeball there last week. There's a few war wounds around today if you look, but it was a lot of fun. We're back there next week. And yeah, Hempology does a lot of different things to have fun and educate the public about cannabis and prohibition. I guess the biggest and sort of best event of the year, aside from April 20th, obviously, we have a cannabis convention at the University of Victoria. And this year was our 12th annual cannabis convention, where we get speakers from all sorts of places to come and educate us about cannabis and prohibition. And it's been an interesting collection of folks over the years. Almost every major activist in the West Coast has been a guest speaker at the convention. A little bit of history here, but for 20 points, what year did Marc Emery come and speak? Or sorry, like what convention, not necessarily what year, but of the 12 conventions, which one of those conventions did Marc Emery come and speak? And that's not the year that he didn't come, because actually one year he didn't show up when he was on the list, and I'm still not sure why. I never got an explanation for that one. But he did show up and speak at one of our conventions. No, it was actually Jody that was lined up to speak when Canada won the gold medal, and Marc and Jody didn't come to that one. So they're not really doing so hot right now in that way. But otherwise, Marc did come speak with one of them, and for 20 points, which one was it?
So you're talking about the one where he spoke, but he wasn't on the list.
No, he was on the list and he spoke, yeah. No, you're talking to the one, I'm not, and you clap, so you got to give an answer. But no, I'm not talking about the one that he and Jody spoke where they weren't on the list. It was the one officially on the list, and which one was that? The 8th. No, it wasn't the 8th. I can't give any more hints, Poke, but it wasn't the 8th. Like I say, this year was the 12th, so it wouldn't have been this year. What year? Which one was it? The 7th. No, the 7th was the one that he stiffed us. But he'd already spoke by then. I'm not giving out any more hints, because there's only a few more opportunities then. That's lots of hints. But he was scheduled at the University of Victoria for his second convention, and I haven't actually booked him since at a convention. I'm a little sensitive. But for 10 points, 10 points, 5. No, it wasn't 5. So 10 fat points. What do you think? Third, there it is for 10 points. The third convention. It was at Camosun College, actually. And yeah, there to 10 points. What was your team name? Damn, I forgot. Damn. Okay, damn, 10 points. Yeah, this is short and sweet tonight. These guys are potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus, but they just got it down to PNK.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got dam on this side and a bunch of fertilizer on that side. Damn. That's 10 points. And the game is just on. Lots of points, don't worry. So, got a prop tonight. I'm going to pass this around because it's really cool. We got this from our friend Lawrence Chernak, who's got a book, The Great Book of Hashish. This has been around our club for a little while. Let's see how many people have checked it out. For 20 points, from what country are these pictures from? Oh, what's your guess? There it is, Nepal. So, yeah, no, here, I'll pass this around if you want to just kind of check it all out. It's pretty cool the way they're making hash in the mountains there. And if you check out our forums, Hempology's got some really cool forums. In the Growing Your Own section, we got a few videos of making hash in Morocco is one video. And let me think here. Morocco?
No, you can do that kind of thing for sure. It just takes a little
No, it's not Afghanistan. Lebanon, I think, is the other one. But just some really amazing videos of people making hash high in the mountains and otherwise. And so, wow, there it is for 20 points. Dam has jumped out of the lead, but there's still many, many points ahead of the game here.
We don't have a pen.
And the next question is an internet question. A lot of pot activism is on the streets, but ironically now, most of it is really occurring online. This is one of the few public gatherings that happens in the world. But there's activism happening every minute on the internet, and all sorts of things to check out. If you punch pot into Google, behind Wikipedia, what is the next most popular site? If you punch pot for 20 points into Google, what do you think is the next most popular site to Wikipedia? Not Wiki. It's you. For 20 points, Cannabis Culture Magazine. It's based out of Vancouver. Mark Emery's magazine that he started years ago has a very large internet presence. They have forums as well. I play around on them. But really, I'm leaning more towards our own forums. We have a little chat room. We call it the Magic Bus on there. And I'm chatting with James and Bones, wherever he is on there recently, hey buddy. And others when I can. But it's a good way to kind of stay active and up to date on our activities. Like, we have a board of directors for Hempology 101. If you want to be more involved in our group, actually next Tuesday night at 7:30 at the store, the Buyers Club, is our monthly board of directors meeting, and you can come find out about all the different events that we're planning and things that we're doing with Hempology 101 and some of our future activities as well, and help keep things rolling and growing into the future. So yeah, that's next Tuesday night. But yeah, there it is. PNK is on the board with 20 points, and the game is on with Damn 30 and PNK 20. So I guess it's hard to have a game show about pot and not bring up Cheech and Chong. So it ain't easy, because most of our contestants were born around this time. But let's see if anybody knows what year Cheech and Chong's second movie, the next movie, came out. It wasn't the first movie, Up in Smoke, that came out, I should say, in the late 70s. But their next movie, what year did that come out? Liam? 79. No, it's not 79.
$50 a bag. Yeah.
I can't give out any hints, guys, so just take a stab at her, and away we go. What year did Cheech and Chong's next movie come out?
And they were able to grow 2 potato crops a year.
I need to see clapping, because, okay, 82, no, it's not 82. It is the 80s, though. Up in Smoke came out in 78. It really blew, in some sense, Cheech and Chong out of the water and made them very popular and internationally known. But it was in the 80s, but not 82. I can't give out any more hints than that. It's 10 points on the table, so what do you think, Liam? There it is for 10 points. It's 1980. 2 years after that. And so Dam's got 40 points and PNK's got 20. Just one question separating the two right now.
I sat down a few years back and did the math.
Charging right ahead.
How to grow properly in a crop.
I'd like to ask a career question. There's lots of people that work with cannabis now that are trying to help legalize it.
Got the temperature right.
They come from all walks of life. It's quite fascinating to see what's happening in this day and age. So I'm going to ask a career question. I need to qualify it. What I do is I ask you what career this person has. You can't say writer, because pretty much everybody involved in drug reform writes. Now, you could say author, and if they published a book that I know of, or you can prove, then we can give you points. But you need to be fairly specific, but not too specific either. There's a point where you can be a little bit nitpicky, and otherwise I try and give some leeway. But for 20 points, does anybody know what career Jim Doherty has? What career? I said what career, not what group is he with. A professor. No, he's not a professor. So we have a guess over here, but he's not a professor. For 20 points, you clapped.
Won the game?
Yep. Spit her out. What career?
Woohoo!
Law enforcement.
We won nothing.
We won 1-0.
That's a acceptable category, but he is not in law enforcement. He is not a police officer or retired either, right? Like, you know, I wouldn't make that distinction, so retired or active. But he is a member of LEAP.
You judge?
No, he's not a judge. An excellent guess. There are judges that are members of LEAP. Judge Gray, in particular, from Washington State, down in the U.S., has been very proactive fighting the war on drugs down there. And there is a judge here, actually a retired judge up island. Okay, 10 points. What do you think? He's a lawyer. He did speak at our convention at UBC, though, which makes it tricky. But he is in our Cannabis Digest, and there is a poster back in the smoking room or the staff room of the Cannabis Buyers Club. So when half this crew goes to work tomorrow, they'll see Jim Doherty's name right in front of them every time they roll a joint at work. So it was a fair question. It says LEAP right there, the poster from UBC, right in front of where you guys smoke joints every day. So that was a fair question, and it's in the newspaper. I know, I love doing shit like that, yeah. Okay, yeah, oh, no doubt. But, yeah, so there it is. Damn, you guys have got a good lead here. But the game ain't over yet. Okay, so we're at one of the faster parts of the game in some ways, but it does take a minute for the smoking contest. Oh,
I think
yes.
there's a news update.
Do you want to join?
It's okay. If you found someone else, it's totally fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Jazz.
It's okay. I'll do it next time.
Okay.
I think there's an update.
Vancouver won? Oh, wow.
There's a, yeah.
Right on.
What
Jay
happened?
Vancouver.
We won? What happened?
Cool. Everybody wins, gang. So we're going to do it in 4. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
So, okay. So each team has a gram. It's in a bag on the ground. No grinders, nothing like that. You guys got a pipe? Okay. These guys need to borrow a pipe over here. Do you guys have a spare pipe for the other poor team? I mean,
I might have one.
Leave them hanging. Leave them hanging.
oh, cool. Right on. So, if you haven't seen this before, it's pretty self-explanatory. Each team, oh, they got one here from Gail. Thanks, though, guys. Each team gets 1 gram, and after we do a countdown and they hear the magic word, the team to roll 2 joints and smoke the pot as fast as possible gets 10 points. And so, yeah, just basically smoke it as fast as you can, but you have to roll 2 joints, like, first, and then you just fill up the bowl. So, yeah, I need, where's James, do you mind judging here? Yeah, cool, right on. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, whenever you feel like you're ready to stick it in the pipe. It's kind of a smoke it as fast as you can night. So, both teams have left the bag on the book, and everything else is ready. So here we go. The smoking contest starts in 3, 2, 1, go! So Hempology 101 does lots of different stuff. If you want to find out more about our work, check out our newspaper, the Cannabis Digest. We have a bunch of older ones here as well. And in particular, if you're in the game show, it's a good thing to study and read up. But the one thing that is coming up with the newspaper is our coloring contest. We have a coloring contest with each issue. You have until June the 15th to color, and I encourage the background being colored in as well. We've had some really funky things done with the paper before. Ooh. But yeah, it's something that June 15th is the date to have that in. And you can check out a bunch of the old ones. Yeah, we got a Spark over here. PNK is working hard for this, but looks like
Double
Dam's
square.
got both their joints kind of rolled and getting lit at about the same time here. But yeah, it looks like they're both getting out of the mark pretty much at the same time, which isn't surprising. Most of these folk take their herd pretty seriously. But at this point, Dam has, I think, was it 50 points to, yeah, PNK's got 20. So guys are really looking for this 10 points to get back into the game a bit more. Doesn't look like they left anything on the book there, so.
Faulty rolling though.
Puff and pass, come on.
It'll take.
Anyway,
Girls puff faster.
there's lots of other stuff going on this summer with Hempology. Certainly
My team
July the
never
1st,
lost a smoking
we have
contest ever.
420 on Canada Day at the
Have you
courthouse. We used to do it here in Beacon Hill
No, I
Park,
haven't
but
been allowed to
a
play
few
in
years
this.
ago we moved it to the courthouse right downtown. And it works for a bunch of reasons, in part because we really like to hotbox the front steps of the courthouse. And we have a way of putting up a couple of banners on either side of the stairs. And we can fit about 100 people at the hotbox there, which is a lot of fun to do. And we're going to play a game show, so if you want to get in reach for the pot, July 1st is one of the few chances you'll get for the rest of the summer to do that. And the Wednesday after that is when we have our cannabis contest.
In the pipe.
So, back to this contest. It looks
In
like,
the pipe.
there's one roach in the pipe and one still going on both teams here. But it looks like PNK might be a little bit ahead. Yeah, they got both roaches in the pipe here. And, yeah, the Dam is a little bit behind getting their second roach in there. But, yeah, it's looking, oh, these guys are serious. They got 3 lighters on it now. And so there's something to be said for increased technology. It's, but
Torch it.
yeah, it's yeah, it's there's still.
Whoa.
There it is. Yeah, PNK just behind them though. Damn, you guys were close. It was really excellent effort by both teams there, I must say. But PNK worked really hard for that and deserves the 10 points. So now they got 30, and Dam's got 50. So really the lead has gotten a lot closer. So oh wait, you guys need the book here for the next question.
Thank you.
So you're gonna have to write small, but here, I'll give you that and a pen. The next question is a challenge question. Sorry, I forgot. Oh wait, here, I can give you a new paper. Here, sorry, give me that back. Yeah.
Whoops.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Well, nothing else is straight around here. Why should the paper be?
Okay. You get what you pay for. Everybody gets prizes, you know.
Woo!
It's cool.
Everybody?
Yeah, not everybody, you know. Everybody that plays the game, yeah. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, we don't have any corporate sponsors yet, so you kind of get what you pay for around here. Anyway, this is going to be a sort of speed question here, because I'm not going to give people very much time. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each team to write a list. And the more answers, obviously, they give, the better, because this 10 points is going to either make the game close or give Dam 30-point lead. So it's something that I'm going to limit the time, though. So when I say stop, you got to finish the answer you're putting down, but no more new ones. So I mentioned before the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. We are, in fact, I understand, the oldest dispensary in North America. In fact, in the near future, High Times next issue, one of the front cover articles is on medical marijuana in Canada. And there's a story my friend Kyla wrote. She is in the Cannabis Digest as well. She's one of our feature writers. And there's not only a story about medical marijuana in Canada and a little bit about our court case with me and my friend Owen, who've been busted making cookies for the Buyers Club, but there's a really fun picture in High Times about us as well. But here it is for 10 points. Write down a list of conditions, medical problems that would qualify you for the Buyers Club.
Oh my God.
Now I will say, go, start, yeah, do it.
How long do you want him to be here for?
I
Oh
will
my
take
God.
a point away for any incorrect answers. You guys should know your jobs better than that. So incorrect answers are not acceptable. You'll lose a point for every incorrect answer. But our mandate is such that we help essentially people in chronic pain. And in a way, we're very much reliant upon case law like Dr. Henry Morgentaler, who proved using the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms that not only does Canadian law, Canadian ethics, and Canadian society want to protect vulnerable citizens from harm, but that people like myself and like him that have the knowledge and the ability to help vulnerable citizens have, in fact, a civic duty to provide those medical services. And so it's something that has been put to the test in court time and time again since, I guess, in fact, before the regulations came into law. Individuals that use it as medicine or sell it as medicine, like myself, have proven that the government is wrong over and over, and the courts have protected us. We're really hoping for that protection to continue despite this Harper government building prisons and creating mandatory minimum jail sentences for people growing and selling cannabis. And so we're really hoping that the courts will continue to protect us, and it's something that with our court case in January, the club is going to have actually a 20-day, 5 or 4-week jury trial happen next January, and it will be at that point that we really need people's assistance coming to court and otherwise supporting our club and its mandate. But that's it. Put them down. Last answer. Okay. So he's not in the game tonight, buddy.
No, this is I think I...
Okay, you compile a list? Okay, that's handy, because that was scaring me that everybody was going to have a separate list.
Oh, we've got 2 more
But,
things on our list.
Okay, there's 2 more things that aren't on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Glaucoma and brain injuries, okay? Oh, sorry. Knee pain. Okay, I didn't. I guess I didn't qualify. I'll take chronic pain as an answer, but you can't just list off every part of your body that would hurt. So okay, well then I won't take it. But certainly knee pain or sort of chronic pain as we would call it. Although we don't accept sort of or use chronic very often. I've literally seen a progression where, you know, a guy's come into the store and he's like, you know, I heard you help people that are in chronic pain. I'm really, you know, chronic. And anyway, it got ugly. We don't use chronic much.
Aren't
but
we all?
anyway,
Aren't we all?
and brain injuries. I will accept brain injuries as a different medical issue as opposed to chronic pain. So that's 2. Certainly arthritis, cancer, glaucoma, spine disease, neuropathic pain, oh boy, sure.
Yeah.
Psoriasis, loss of body part. I guess, yeah, that's
How
a
do you
little
lose a
different.
body part?
Crohn's disease, AIDS, hepatitis C. What's this one?
I know, I'll jump in front of a bus.
Paralysis. Like somebody's paralyzed? Alrighty then, okay, I guess we'd accept it. That'd be a new one. I guess partial paralysis, but that doesn't say that. But yeah, you're right, partial
It's
paralysis.
called an amputation.
IBS,
okay?
Alzheimer's,
Holy crap.
Alzheimer's. Yeah. No, it's physical, it's beyond mental, yeah.
Oh my God.
Missing
Oh,
organs.
Missing what? Say that again. Pardon me.
Missing organs, I guess, like,
Here. Like which ones?
no, I think I'm gonna resort to chronic pain.
Missing organs.
Yeah.
What the
Well, some organs, but, yeah, no, I'm gonna not take missing organs. It's just not specific enough. But there's some organs that can be taken out. Tonsils, for example, right? Tonsils are technically an organ that can be removed that don't cause chronic pain. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, appendix. Yeah, there's a few things that could get removed that wouldn't necessarily be chronic pain.
Holy crap.
Okay. I asked what would qualify you for the club, and they put down mental condition with recommendation.
Good trick answer. All right, nice.
But they tried also to say, oh, insomnia with recommendation. No, we're just going to take mental health issues. You can't just list off all the mental health issues that could possibly be recommended to. I'll take it once. So, well, you guys, nice try. No, nice try. It's hard to qualify everything when I'm giving them out. But anyway, MS is another one. And asthma with doctor's recommendation. I don't even know how to push it, but I'll take that. Three, I guess that's why you work with us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18. Oh wait, yeah, I guess we got to take away the one. Oh. Well,
Everybody else is finished.
yeah, it's kind of not a right or a wrong answer. It's a real weird one. So, yeah. So it's not right or wrong. I'm just not going to give them any points or take them away either. You know. Like, so that's just how we're going to deal with that one.
You're actually good for it.
So, Hodgkin's disease, spinal injuries,
Yay. Thing.
glaucoma, spina bifida, spina bifida. But they're very specific ones.
And we accept them all.
Well, if they just would have said spinal disease, that's one thing.
Right on.
But
Yes.
they don't say spinal injuries. Spinal injuries and spinal disease, those are two different things. That's like, yeah. Fibromyalgia, chronic pain, IBS, hepatitis C, HIV, cancer. Haven't got there yet. Slow down. Tendinitis, arthritis, autoimmune disease, lupus, MS, brain damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. They have the 2 on there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And they had 18, didn't they? Yeah, damn. So they picked up 10 points back on you there, guys. But it is really amazing the number of medical problems that cannabis can help the symptoms with. You know, you could almost go through a medical journal, and the vast majority of them are known to be helped with cannabis. It's quite something, and it's a real learning curve at our organization finding out about all these different medical problems and how cannabis helps and such. But anyway, that's 20, 30, 60 points for Dam. And PNK's got 30, so a bit of catching up to do there. But yeah, Dam's got a damn good lead. And let's go. We're going to mix up some concrete and lime and cement mix, and we're going to put it into this form, and we're going to bring the brick next Wednesday, and we're going to pop it out of this form. It's going to be the same size as a cinder block. I'm really excited. My one buddy just gave me a wood chipper, and just yesterday we put our first cannabis stalk in the wood chipper. I should have brought it down tonight because it's really neat how it's all broken up, and you see the fibers and the herds all separated, and you can just see how put into building material it's going to make it lighter and stronger, because the fiber and the hemp make it actually stronger building material than sand is, and it's going to be really exciting. We're getting into, it's traditionally called hempcrete, but we're using cannabis. I'm getting stock donated from growers that we're going to be turning into building materials. And so we're calling it Cancrete, C-A-N-N-crete. And we're going to be making Cancrete not only with the block next week, but we're going to be making a bench here coming up next month, and doing a lot of stuff with this in the near future. So I'm really excited about the Cancrete, and I wear cannabis as much as I can. My shirt, my pants are cannabis, and I eat it all the time too. It keeps me healthy and really strong. And one of the most important things that's in the cannabis seed, the hemp seed, is they're called linonic acids. For 20 tough points, what is the ratio of omega-6 linonic acids to omega-3 fatty acids? 3 to 1. There you go, Dieter. Good one, buddy. That's trivia, folks.
Nice.
Woo! Way
And
out here!
that's,
Oh yeah, with these I could do
yeah, it's nature's perfect ratio. You're quite right. It's in our newspaper. My friend Owen wrote an article about cannabis products and hemp seed and stuff like that. But it is a very well-known fact. In fact, in the near future, we're going to be putting out our own little pamphlet about hemp. Have nothing to do with the rest of the plant, really. Kristen's helping put it together because it's so important for our health and the planet's health that we embrace this plant and use it in every way possible. And I encourage you to do that. So there it is, wicked one, buddy.
Right on.
And the last one here, this weekend, Treating Yourself magazine is having an expo in Toronto.
When I took the bark off, right, that
The last question is a Price is Right question. Within $25, how much is a VIP pass to the Toronto Treating Yourself Expo? It's $350, so $375 gets it exactly. These were the 20 points, so you can read about it in our newspaper, and otherwise, if you're in Toronto, hell, you get to attend, but otherwise, they don't put it up on YouTube like we would hope, but maybe one day. Anyway, that was a hell of a lot of fun, but damn, you guys just rocked on through there. So congratulations again. And I'm going to say I got some good prizes for you guys, so please stick around. And again, just thanks to everybody who came and sacrificed at least coming to watch some of the hockey game. And otherwise, we're back here next week with another quarterfinal and game on here. Before we go, though, every time we gather, we put 42 seconds of silence for the victims of the war on drugs. I know I sort of joked about Mark Emery not coming to our events, but Mark's in jail right now. I shouldn't, in some ways, make any light of it. He's in a very, in some ways, bad situation in Mississippi, in a big jail there. He just put a blog up. You can read about some of the shit he goes through on the internet blog he just posted yesterday on Cannabis Culture. But Mark's looking at about another 32, 33 months in jail. It's hard to keep it straight. He'll be there for quite a while, unfortunately. And so our thoughts and our prayers go out to him each week with this 42 seconds of silence. But there are many other victims of this drug war, many other people that are in jail, in some cases through no fault of their own, in some cases just because of bad luck. And if our government, the Conservatives, have their way, there'll be a lot more people in jail as the years go by here. And so this 42 seconds is meant to think about people like Mark that are not enjoying their freedoms like we are, and possibly to think about something that you might be able to do in the next week or in the time coming up, possibly towards our trial next year, whether it's making a banner or a flag or some other contribution. Every little bit helps right now. You can't underestimate even the presence of you as an individual at these meetings helps build momentum. And I just want to thank everybody for coming, and thank you for joining us for this 42 seconds of silence starting in 3, 2, 1. Right on. Thank you very much for that. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Have a great evening. We'll see you back next week.